What's going on, Colts family? It's your boy Jose Flicker T. I'm back with another live episode, fam. We in the basement, and if you know, you know, we took the L. We took the L back to 500. We did not beat Houston. Lost to them 23-20. Oh my God. Where do we start? Yeah, it was a whole lot of craziness. It was a whole lot of back and forth. I think there's some crazy plays. I don't know what's going on with Anthony Richardson. I don't know what's going on with some of the play calling. Yeah, I had some good thoughts for this game, man. I really thought we was gonna pull it off, but that was not the case, man. And we were kind of going back and forth, but just didn't work out, man. And the stats are they just so lopsided, man. They just so lopsided, man. But y'all know how I do, man. I like to get straight into it. I'ma give you my outside noise and my thoughts. Cause I'm a fan, not a player. I'ma talk a little facts, talk a little smack. Y'all know how I do. Let's get straight into it. Man, shout out to the defense a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Well, better yet, shout out to the defense when trying to get to the quarterback. All right. We looked a lot better. All right. We really did. At least we was hitting them. We was sacking them. Dio Odango, Hurricane Dio with the sack. Buck with the sack. All right. Grove and the rest of the boys with some hurries. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about with the front four. Let's make it disruptive. You know, every time he threw a little bit, felt like he was getting hit or at least touched or at least feeling a bit uncomfortable. Now, it didn't mean that he didn't make these throws. Nevertheless, let's not get crazy. He was let me he was 25 for 37 for 285 yards on us. So yeah, we got to him, but not enough. But it was still enough to make impact a little bit. It was still enough to get some three and outs here now and again. But really, on that point, that's all I'm going to give the defense because I mean, goddamn, Mixon just was running up the gut on us and lowering the boom shoulder on us. He had about 105 yards. I mean, you could take some away with some of them plays at the end of the game, but I think he still had 105 yards on the 25 carries. That boy was looking spectacular. Only time he didn't was when it was that toss play. He couldn't really handle it. Hurricane Dive just came up. Let me get that. Let me help you with that. I think you meant to give it to me, and cause that chaos in the fourth quarter. But you know, I mean, and still, like I said, the team's always got somebody with us, a running back or receiver that gets 100 yards on us. And even though Diggs went out, he had 5 catches, but he was already at 81 yards, and he went out with a knee injury. So on that, I hope he's better. But boy, we could have had 2 players that hit us on the century mark. So who knows how this game would have went. But nevertheless, man, shout out to the defense front for a little bit, but not in total. Because I mean, we still had the running back run all over us, straight through the gut for the most part. For the most part, it was straight up the gut. He was making some of our guys look a little weak, and it's hard for me to say because I ain't out there on the battlefield with them. But man, crazy, y'all, crazy. And he was talking that, you know what I'm saying? He was talking that talk every time he made one of them runs on us. Talking that talk, sure was. Shit, I would. I really would, man. I really would. We sacked him twice. As far as CJ, I mean, we got to him. We got to him twice. But they defense got to us 5 times. And I'm saying, and I mean, look, it's hard to bring down 6'4", 240 pounds. So they still bring him down 5 times, but he was a little bit uncomfortable there too. But let's let's talk about AR, man. Let's talk about it a little bit. I mean, what y'all think, fam? What y'all think? Like, let's be real. He was 10 for he was 10 for 32 for 100 plus yards, 1 TD, 1 INT, and we'll talk about the INT a little bit. With 45 yards rushing. And he was 2 for 15 before the half. 2 for 15? I mean, not bad for a running back, I guess. I don't know. Maybe he's a second running back. I don't know. And I'm not talking shit, but I am, man. Like, KT Money came back today, played today. 20 catches, about 106, 107 yards. I may be off a little bit. 1 TD. I say, hey, this is what I say. Hey, give him the ball 35 times to 40 times. Or shit, let's run the ball. You know what? Give him the ball 35 times and let's just pass for about 20 times or maybe 15 times. And then throw in some some design run plays for the quarterback. And maybe this game looks a little different. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, and it was just some plays and some calls, and all right. So, and I know I'm bouncing around, but let's get to that first touchdown, because I know some people are like, well, that look, he got one and he lost one, and I'm not saying that it was a little bit of horseshoe luck on that touchdown, but both of the Houston players hit one another, so Downs was wide open. He better make that. He better make that. At the end of the day, he better make that. And I get it. He had to, get a clear side of picture for it. But man, if Downs was kind of covered, would he have still thrown it? Probably so. Will he have still thrown it accurately? Who knows? But nevertheless, Downs was wide open, and we got the TD. Shout out to Josh Downs, boy. Shout out to Josh Downs with the TD. And then that immaculate catch on the right-hand side, boy. Took it all the way down. I was like, oh, that's a touchdown. And they told him he was technically down at the 1. That was a hell of a catch, though, Downs. Hell of a catch on you, man. Hell of a throw, too. I ain't going to hold you. Hell of a throw. Hell of a throw. But Downs made it look real good, made it look real pretty. JT took it in there 2 plays later. But let's talk about the INT. Is it the play calling? Is it the quarterback? Is it both? Like, we just, like, come on. Like, wrong time, dog. Why not just go into the half? Like, why was you trying to make something happen? It was only like 45 seconds left, maybe 40, maybe 30. Then run the ball. I mean, you started it off with a handoff. All right, good. Like, what was you really trying to do? And at that point, you already know that your quarterback is struggling. He was 2 for 15. So whatever the call was, like, why was it a pass play? The risk is way too high. Between that 10 to 15 yards, better yet, 0 to 15 yards is not really his strong point throwing. Did he change the play at the line of scrimmage? I don't know. But I know what you can't do is throw an INT right there. And then literally you gave Houston the ball with like 20 seconds and they scored like it won't shit. Whoop, whoop. Touchdown. Guess that's why he went 2 picks above you. I don't know, man. I don't know. They should have just went to the half down by 3. Like they never recovered. They never recovered from that interception. Like, and even when we had the opportunity when Hurricane Dio gave us the ball and caused that ruckus, we couldn't even move with it. We couldn't even move with it. We had the opportunity. Now, don't get me wrong. I didn't hear no whistle, and it would have been great if that was a defensive touchdown. But everybody saw it, man. He was down. He was down. You can call it what you want. The refs got it right on that one. Now, they ain't get it right on and missed them all, but, you know, we don't need to leave the game to the refs' hands. So let's not say we didn't win because of a bad call. Let's just put that out there. Let's not do that. But like, let's just go to the half, down by 3. We get the ball back after half, and we do something with it. That's what I think. But the worst happened. Through an INT. Like, and what's crazy, so we ran the ball, got some yardage. He passed the ball, almost got an INT. Passes the ball again and gets the INT and throws the INT. The first one was to the left side. The second one, INT on the right side. What we doing? Like, don't try to force it. Why are you trying to force it there with that little bit of time? Just throw it out. Or just run. Or just for the love of God, just let the clock run out. I don't care. That is frustrating as hell. As hell. Like, the game was a little just. I felt like every time we stopped them, they stopped us. Every time they scored, we made a hard attempt to score. That's why I was like, okay, it ain't too bad. I was telling myself it's gonna come down to a turnover. It's gonna come down to who's gonna make these last plays, and here we are, man. We could have entered the half down by 3, and yet we lost by 3 because they scored a touchdown right before the half. Like, and they were managing the hell out that clock, boy. Like, we didn't do too good on third down at all this game, and that's an area where we do well, or we've been doing well. Not today. Not today. Just don't know, man. I know he's a starting QB, and I know that's what we got. I just don't know. Like, where do we like? I doubt if he gets benched. I doubt if they sit him down. I just don't think that's gonna happen. Because you truly have to see what you got, but how much more do you really have to see of what you have? Like, how much more do you really have to see? But you know, you got to know what you got, man. Whether he rides it out or not. I mean, we're gonna be. It's the team that we have, and it's the quarterback that we have, and he was the 4th pick. So it ain't like we didn't want him. We wanted him. We wanted him. So this is what we got. So we gonna have to ride him. And when he's good, he's good. And when he's bad. Like, and don't get me wrong, like it could have been way more sacks. He just didn't go down and figure something out and was able to make some out of nothing. Can't hurt him from that. And we had a final opportunity, but it just wasn't enough time. Like for him, that 53 seconds or 56 seconds that we had just wasn't enough time for him with his experience. And then he doesn't run out of bounds. Like, thank you for the yards, but that extra 7 yards cost us more time than what you think. And then he's running. He's not trying to go out of bounds because you see him waving like, what you mean? Get what you can get and head out of bounds. Like, and some of the throws after that were, I appreciate you could have caught that maybe. But all the rest of them, I was like, oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I was going to title this Anthony Richardson loses the game for us, but I didn't want to be that heartless. Just didn't. I don't want to just be ragging on him. I just don't. There's a difference when Flacco's in it. The command is a bit more tame. It's a bit more controlled. The Colts with him, it's full of excitement and looks great. And it don't even look sloppy. What? We a run first team, but you still got to make those short passes. And even the Hail Marys, you still got to make those. But he was getting them out there though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Them 50-50 balls was there today. We just didn't come down with them. Well, we came down with one of them. So this is where we at, Colt Nation, Colt family, out of the shoe family. We 4-4. Fat lady ain't sung yet. We got Minnesota. We'll see how that one plays out. A good team we going up against. The schedule get a little rocky. It get a little rocky. But we're gonna have to deal. I mean, like, did he lose the game? Did the play call lose the game? Did the play caller lose the game? Or is it the player? Call came in, okay, you got the play. This is what we're doing. You're seeing what you're seeing. You still threw it. Or should the play caller just have said, run the damn ball? Fuck it. That's what I got, man. Like, and 5-6, boy, uncharacteristics with the offsides today. 3 of them. And you, my man, 50 grand. Can't have that though. But that's something small. I mean, it was, a penalty is the penalty, but like, as good as he does, he's allowed to fuck up from here now and again. But damn, 3 today? Not the game. Today, let's not do it today. I mean, let's not do it ever. But man, Not when the game is like this and it's tight and we trying to be tied for first place with Houston. And you know what I was thinking? I was like, man, they ain't got no Nico Collins. That's our destroyer. We might be all right. You know, they front lines a little shaky. We might be able to get 4, 5 sacks. No, now we was being disruptive, but we didn't get 5 sacks. That we didn't. We didn't get no INTs from the secondary. That we didn't. We got a few 3-and-outs. We had Hurricane Dio coming in and disrupt the backfield. So, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough, Coach Family, man. At the end of the day, we got the loss. 4-4. They 2 games ahead of us. They got the tiebreaker over us. Well, not it ain't even tiebreaker now, but so we just sitting there now. Jacksonville also that's a plus for us. Tennessee Titans got their ass whooped, so that's a plus for us. I mean, shit, everybody else lost, but at least we above them in the South. And let me tell you what. Special teams, boy. That first time, the first goal of kickoff, I was like, what is going on? But that's all right. We kept them to only 3 points. But still, boy, got to tighten up on that one. And look, our first field goal, that Joan dunked in. I was like, wait a minute. Luck of the horse, you got us on that one. The next one was better. Next one was better. Extra point was better. But that first one, it dunked in. I was like, I'll take that. I'll take that. Man. We got to do something, man. Something has to be done. I don't know what it is. Something has to be done, though. I don't know if we lean more heavy on the run game. I don't know if we, like, I don't know if we take him out and put Flacco in and put him in for certain plays. I don't know. I don't know if we run with JT and him in the sense of, heavy pass option and, give him the opportunity to run when he can, but, then he gets hurt and then that's something else. Let's get to the conversation. Or let's get into a conversation real quick about he said he was out of breath. This is why he came out. Now that's what he said. That's what came out of his mouth. I believe he got a little tweaked out. I believe he got a little hurt, and didn't want to say nothing. Didn't want to say that because he's been hurt a lot. I was looking at that play when they did it on the replay. I was like, "Ooh, was that his ankle? Was that his knee?" Because he got up and was tapping his helmet real quick, like real quick. I think that was more. I think I'm hurt than I think I'm out of breath. It goes back to that that old question: are you injured or are you hurt? Because if you hurt, you stay your ass in. If you injured, then you come out. And I know that's a bad principle, but in the football world, that's just kind of how it is a little bit. But to say that you went out because you was out of breath, boy, you might lose some leadership qualifications after that. And then what's crazy is the next play was a handoff. So it wasn't like you had to drop back, pass, survey, think, make the reads, and then throw. You just had to hand the ball off. That's why I think maybe it was maybe with something else. I mean, he just said what he said. He's still young, but at this point, you gotta live with what came out your mouth. And what came out your mouth was you was winded. You needed a break real quick, and that was it. I mean, at the end of the day, we ain't get no first down off that play either way. Well, the next play after that. So, but other than that, Cole family, like, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm a little disappointed, man. But we gonna have to ride. We gonna have to ride this season with him. And look, at least we won 4 games, and at least we lost 2 games. But it's another AFC loss, which does not help us at all, unless we just totally change things around and run the board on people. But I don't know about that either. But hey, look, that's just my outside noise. And look, I'm gonna give y'all a little quick score update from all the rest of the games, man. Just trying to implement something new and give y'all a little, not too many facts, just give y'all scores of what else has been going on. Like, you got Monday Night Football, you know what I mean? But y'all just gonna watch tomorrow. Got the Giants in Pittsburgh. Let's see what Russ do against them. But we got the Niners playing, I believe, right now as I'm speaking, but I don't know what the score is on that one. But let's go to the scores around for Sunday right now, man. KC over the Raiders, still undefeated. Commanders by the foot over the Bears. Broncos, finally, Bo Nix is really throwing touchdowns now. Boy, they beating the Panthers. The Bills, boy, over the Bills over the Seahawks. They made the Seahawks look like a different team today, man. That don't look crazy. 1-0. I can't pronounce his name, but 1-0 got all the catches today, just about. Chargers over the Saints, boy, 26-8. Hey, the Falcons went. Hey, the Falcons beat the Bucks, man. But hey, look, hey Mayfield, look, good job, man. Good job. Both of your receivers, both of your primary receivers went out. You was still making it happen, man. 31-26, man. The Lions just whooped ass on the Titans. Boy, the score was 52-14. Yeah, dang, boy. Eagles over the Bengals 37-17, man. Hey, Hurts ran the ball in 2 or 3 times, man. At first, it looked like it was going to be, a game that was kind of close, and then the Eagles just ran away with it, man. The Browns with the upset over the Ravens, boy. No Deshaun Watson. And Jameis Winston comes in. How you did it? Cross the fingers, eat them W's. Boy, y'all remember that when he did it. He came in and kept them fighting and got that last TD, man. Shout out to the Browns, man. He beat the Ravens. Hey, the Pats over the Jets, boy, 28-27. That was a close game. Hey, Dolphins lose to the Cardinals, but it was good to see Tua out there, man. Good to see Tua out there. They still lose though, man. 28-27, man. But it's good to see Tua out there. And man, it was good to see the Cheetah catch some passes, and things start looking a little regular now. Pats skate away, boy. Thank you, Pats. But y'all skated away. Jacksonville almost got y'all asses. But I'm glad that they didn't. Whew. But yeah, that's the scores around the board on Sunday, man. Y'all know I do this for the humble. Y'all know I do it for the fun. Y'all stay blessed. This Jose Fuego Cheese. Peace, bro. I'm out. Till next time. See you next Sunday, y'all. Peace.